What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing on this lovely Tuesday? Well, for some of y'all on the East Coast, Tuesday night. For some of y'all on the West Coast, it's Tuesday afternoon, and it is 4:30 here my time and stuff. Hey Sam, how you doing, man? This is Mike in the house, and this is the first time that I've been on live. Did my own little live since last year, and um, yeah, man, I've been. Hey Nathan, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so I want to take this time and I want to explain my absence on here, to be honest with you. So, for those of you who have noticed that I have not been um, really active like that on YouTube, the last time I posted something, I posted like a um, what do you call it, like album review or whatever. Even with that, that was kind of I'm thinking about deleting that altogether and stuff. So, all right, so a lot has been going on with myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna actually get right to it because I don't want to hold you guys any longer than you know you know what I'm saying. Um, so first things first. Now, y'all, as most of y'all know, that I moved to California, and which I thought that stuff was going pretty decent. Well, um, it's honestly not really, honestly. Well, let's see. A lot of things has happened and stuff, and I moved out. When I moved down here, back in December of last year. I'm like, you know what, Yolanda, how you doing today? And I was like, you know what, maybe take a month off just to decompress with a lot that went happened back in Michigan. So I'm like, you know what, let me go ahead and decompress for a little bit. So I started in January after the holidays were over with. I started looking for a job, another job and stuff like that. So I've been looking and looking and looking. Um, Went to a couple interviews and stuff like that too. And without realizing that, to be real with you, it is harder to get anything out here than it is back at home in Michigan. And the only reason why I moved out of Michigan and I thought this was gonna be better, but it to be real with you, it was not, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Rage Beta, what the hell are you talking about? Thank you, Sam. Nathan, I'm sorry. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. Yeah, right now I am not in the mood for trolls right now. Can't do it. So, anyways, so a lot of stuff has happened. Coming out here, I came out here. I thought that it was gonna be okay. Well, if I come out here, got a job, now I could, now do stuff, do more stuff. Nope, wasn't the case. And it wasn't the case. Well, I thought I had something that was waiting for me, but that fell through, honestly. And so now, all the way back to square one is to finding a place, finding a job. I did fill out over 40, 50 applications, and I do have an interview tomorrow. But I've been in like three interviews and stuff, and um, yeah, Nathan, I'm not in the mood either. Cause if it wasn't for you and the fact that you blocked him or whatever, I would have went off. Yeah, I hear you. Brian Sanchez, how you doing today? Yeah, so back to square one. I did fill out 40, 50 applications. Got denied probably out of all of them, probably seven, eight of them. I check my emails every single day. Went in now, tomorrow would be my third interview. So that was that. Now, with that, um, hopefully, I'll get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So, um, now as far as like everything, yeah, I know, Sam, it does. And then that's not even the worst of it. And the worst is about to come soon. So I'm gonna get to that part. This is the one thing that it pissed me off, but at the same time, like, it is what it is. But so I do have an interview tomorrow and stuff, so that's that. Now, um, so explaining my absence on here, from time to time I would come on YouTube and I would do like, if it's album reviews or like movie reviews, what I'm saying, with either it's Reg Try or with Ray Sean and Triple T. That's the only time I come on here on live. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't did my own live in a long time. So, and I know the last video I posted was I was at Walmart. That was a couple months ago. So now we, yeah, thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. I, so now this comes with, now, I did discovered that, um, TikTok apparently, they will monetize you quick, fast, in a hurry as long as you got followers. Well, I had enough followers to where I got monetized. So I've been doing way more lives on there than I have with YouTube. That's another thing too. So I've done, I do TikTok live just about every day. And yeah, I do get paid on there. Here on YouTube, I don't really get paid like that. So I would have to work twice as hard to get monetized on YouTube. Well, I spent so much time on TikTok and stuff and gain following there. Gain, fans, friends, family, there, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of took over. So it's like I put YouTube on the back burner. Um, Also, too, um, I would do like, it'd be times where I'm supposed to do an album review that day and I push it back. You know what I'm saying? Because something always comes up, or in some cases, like, well, I'm focusing more on TikTok now than anything else. So this is good. Well, yesterday gave me yesterday slapped the shit out of me, and it slapped me back to next week. It slapped me back to the days when I was on YouTube, consistently. You know what I'm saying? It literally pushed me. It literally slapped me. It literally punched me back. It punched me back to reality because you know on YouTube, on TikTok, you of course you get monetized, but then you do these battles and stuff, and then what happens in the battles is that the most points wins. Now, in order to get paid on TikTok, people have to gift you, right? So you get gift like all types of stuff. Like, but the thing is that TikTok, they take 70% or 65, 60, 65% of what you earn, and you know what I'm saying, for their cut, you know what I'm saying. And then there's agencies too that would help you, you know, gain more followers, you know, gain more, you know, a little bit of an income. And the agency that I'm in now, it's like, it ain't really. I mean, it's fine for the first week, and I thought the first week was a fluke. But then the second week, I'm like, yeah, that last week was a fluke. You know what I mean, it still have. I still have people that you know come support. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, yesterday snapped me back to reality, and I realized some stuff. I'm like, maybe I need to take a few steps back. Because when I go on live on there now, it's just I see who actually supports me or who's, you know, I support so many people, so many channels. It kind of took its toll, not so much financially because whatever I make, I could trade it for coins. And I usually do that to give back. You know what I'm saying? I usually do that to give back. But as much, you know, if I'm making, let's just say $40, I need to pocket that $40 because that would help out a lot. You know what I'm saying? That it definitely helps out. So maybe that's what I need to start doing instead of, you know, supporting. I mean, I like to support. I like to support other channels, you know, you know, content creators and stuff. I like to do that. But you know, it's like, well, at the same time, if you don't get like a big shout out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking for it back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking really for it back. I'm just asking to be appreciated. That's that's what I care about more than anything else. Like you can come in my live and if you want to I mean if you want to show support, if you want to drop coins, that's fine. I'm not asking you to, but it's just a token of appreciation. And I don't care if people come in and like tap a screen, or I don't care if people come and like engage. That's all I want. I'm not looking for, you know, I'm not looking to drain your account. I'm not looking to, oh, you got to gift me in order. No, that's not even the case. I have to be, I have to welcome you in. I have to earn my keep. I have to earn it, just like everyone else does. But it kind of got to the point where I'm just looking and I'm watching. I'm watching who actually supports and who isn't. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What's the hold up? What do you mean? What's the hold up? Yeah, like um. So yeah, it's just I don't know. Right now, I kind of just today I woke up and yeah, I am in a sour mood. Yeah, but I needed a reality check. Like I needed to push far back a little bit because I'm like, well, maybe I need to circle back to my old roots, which was YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And what really, I don't know, like what really gets me is that, you know, it, what really gets me is that, you know, you think people will be there, you know, for you. You know, you do something and then you know, you realize that, you know, sometimes they do stuff more for this person or this person. And it's like, I will remember that. Yeah, Sam, I don't blame you for not doing it. It's addicting. It really is. Now, as far now you with YouTube too, with YouTube, the one thing I could really say easily is that I've built my you know I built my platform. You know what I mean? I built it from the ground up. You know, when I had my own channel, when I had my old channel, it took me a while to build that up. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me a while, and it's like, what can I do to rebrand my to get my channel going. Well, putting out content, putting out, you know, little stuff here and there, you know what I'm saying? And then it just went up. It just sky up. And then, just a couple years ago, it just crashed, went down. So that was kind of a bummer. And then once I rebranded this channel, then it's like, okay, what can I do that's going to what can I do to actually, keep my following? What can I do to, get my followers back? Because I'm glad that I got my followers from my old channel. I'm glad I got that back. Um, how's my day going? Ray Sean, honestly, it's and that's why I'm explaining it. I explaining like why like my absence on here and stuff like that too. So, and I'm gonna get to something else that also happened. You're not gonna believe it, but it's going, man. Being being here, like it's helping a little bit, but I'm in a sour mood, honestly. Um, how how is your day going? So yeah, so now it's gonna come down to now. Okay, let me let me let me rephrase this. Let me. All right, now, um, so I was thinking about like last night, early this morning. I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know because I can't get like my thing is I could get people right now. Like I got three people that's sitting here and they're engaging, but on TikTok, I can't even get people to tap a screen or, engage. You know what I mean? And it's almost like basically talking to myself at this point. So it's like, what do I need to do to like, what could I do? And I was thinking about probably like retooling my live on TikTok to bring in more people. And not only just that, I need to kind of like retool like everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's important to focus on yourself because your life matters the most. I love YouTube because it's a place where I can build a strong community and bond with people. But I'm still here. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I strongly agree 110%. And I do need to focus more on, because I think the problem is, it's like, it's almost like it's just if I'm trying to, I'm looking at other people's stuff. It's like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What can I do that's gonna stand out? But then at the same time, it's like, or maybe I don't have what it takes to be a content creator. Maybe, but I was talking to a good friend of mine, and you know, it, even he brought up a good point. It's like, well, you know, what did he say? He said something about it's a typical day. Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's like, well, you got all this knowledge of like movies, TV shows, music, and all this other stuff, all this other knowledge and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you might be having like a, writer's block or whatever, you know what I mean? In which I am. I am. I'm having a writer's block, you know. Yeah, focus on my health and needs is important. Success coming from knowing what you need to change to make things better. Yeah, you're right too. And that, yeah, and not gonna lie, my mental health, yeah, it has taken its toll. And I'm gonna get there's another reason why it has to. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. But yeah, you're all right. In order to be successful, I have to be there. I have to be here. Mentally. Mentally, I have to be there. And it's like, My mind's racing 5 million times a minute and stuff, and I just, I can't shut it off right away. And like it, you know, it causes me to like shut down and just do other things, or I supposed to be doing other things, you know what I mean? But I put that off to the side. Yes, Sam, honestly, I have not been on his, and he shares it out, and I feel bad because I used to go in there faithfully. Now I'll be lucky if I go in there like once, maybe once a month, if that, if I don't even stay long. And I love Reg's channel. I do. And and like, honestly, I feel like for me, I have to take 2 steps back. I have to figure out. I'm not gonna go as far as saying figure out who I am, but I need to just. I think the thing is everything's happening at once, and it's taking its toll mentally, and I need to step back a little bit. You know what I mean? I need to figure things out. What's more important? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I've been filling out the job applications like crazy. It went from once a day to about maybe 3 or 4 times sending it out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, it's like I'm almost this close. Like, well, maybe I should give up the whole thing, but for some reason, I not, and I kind of gotta figure out why. Now, this is another thing that kind of got me too, and y'all not gonna believe this. So I'm gonna get to this one. Um, you just got back from New York. That's what's up. That's what's up. When you got back, I've never been to New York before. I kind of want to visit there though. So, all right. Um, Another thing that kind of took its toll for me, like mentally, is I had to, as you guys know, like when I moved, I had to leave some stuff behind, which was my movies and my um, TV shows and my albums, my vinyls. Well, I put it in storage, of course. Well, because I don't have an income, because I don't have an income, I don't, I don't have a job right now, and because I left all my stuff there. Well, storage people called and they said, well, if you don't make this payment, then we're gonna have to sell your stuff. Well, couldn't really make the payment, you know what I mean? So all the movies that I had bought in years, and it was trips that you're talking about, trips after trips after trips after trips, Walmart, you name it, other cities, other states. And mind you, I had to sell some of my movies, to make ends meet to come out here. Well, all my albums, all my movies are sold, which, because I couldn't make payments of my storage unit because I don't have income, it was, they sold it off to an auction, and I no longer have them anymore. So I have to start all over from scratch. I might have 1 or 2 movies in my possession right now, but I think it took that part, it ate my living soul, because that's what my channel is based on, my collection and movies and stuff. So it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't even. I can't show anything. I can go to Walmart and go look at movies and stuff, but that's all I can do is look at them. That's all I can do is look at them. I can't buy them. I can't do anything. So it's like, well, what is the purpose? You know what I'm saying? So I think at first I was like, okay, no big deal. I can just get new ones. Well, it kind of is a big deal because some of those movies are out of print. And when they're out of print, that's more money in my pocket. Out of my pocket, I should say. So, I think at first, it didn't. I was like, it is what it is. This is my fault. But the more I thought about it, it eats my living soul because all that hard work, whether it's selling movies just to get newer movies, or like pulling something out of my ass to like get the movies I want, they're long gone. And there's a lot of movies that's coming out, and I can't get them. Now, you're probably asking, what am I gonna do now? What's gonna happen to my channel now? What am I gonna What am I gonna do? Well, once I get income, I will start buying movies again. But this time, I do have a place for them. Now, I'm not going to mention any names. Let's just say this subscriber has been in my channel. He said that he's going to hold on. He's going to hold all my movies that I buy. He has a basement, and it's enough to, you know, that I could start building my collection back up again. Which, that's fine. No big. It's a big deal for it's a big deal because of financials, but it's not exactly a big deal because some I could just get again, and then whatever I missed out, well, you know, it's gonna be other editions that's gonna come out, so I ain't too worried about it. I did have some out of print ones, but at the end of the day, this is what I had to do. This is what um I this is all me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe coming here, maybe I should have rethought this too. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So now I know now that it's more of a life lesson than anything else. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It is terrible that I lost all my movies, but it also too, like, it's a life lesson. So now I did get whatever they um didn't okay, so whatever didn't really sell or whatever, I did get some of that money back that I've made. That they did give me a check. They cut me a check actually. For this stuff or whatever didn't sell, whatever. So that kind of works out. It works out pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? So I am mad, but at the same time, something good somewhat came out of it. So yeah, that's what that is. Godfather Part Two on the plane. That's what's up. I'm gonna go to the questions real quick. Nathan, oh wow, yeah, it is terrible. Um, I know how you feel. My job coach and I were working hard to find a job at Best Susan. It's difficult for me because where I live, I couldn't find one, but at least I'm still trying. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing too. At least I'm still trying. Like I said, I got an interview tomorrow. Got an interview tomorrow morning. I'm gonna nail the interview. because they are opening up a place out there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get in. Because if I get in, that's good. Because then I can start doing stuff again. So what's gonna happen to my channel is this: my channel's not gonna go anywhere. I'm still gonna do stuff. I'm still gonna do content, but it's when I probably will finally get back on my feet. Yeah, Sam, I thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Seba Go fund me. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, it, you know, and I don't like asking for help like that. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't I refuse. It's like, okay, I'll figure it out on my own. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. I appreciate it though. Um, Now, as far as my channel goes, yes, I am going to still be on this channel. I'm still gonna do content once with the job situation. Once I get all that settled, then I am gonna start posting regularly on here again. And also too, I'm gonna do movie reviews, and I am gonna do album reviews as well on my channel too. And I'm definitely gonna get more focused on doing reviews and stuff like that. Um, I'm gonna do better when it comes to um, posting and stuff. I'm gonna try my hardest, and I'm gonna try other things too. You know what I mean? Like this is not. I mean, Mike's Movie Corner and more. It's not just for movies and music. It's for other things. You know what I mean? And too able to talk about stuff like this too. You know what I'm saying? Able to talk, able to get things out and all that. Yeah, outside is there's a lot of them I gotta do all over. Outside's dead presidents, all that. I'm gonna see if I could get Reg and try and them to come back for that and all that and stuff. Yeah, sometime in the future. Yeah, it's a lot of it's movie. I had movie reviews. I had a lot of them in the works, but that's even being pushed. That's being pushed back a little bit until I get everything situated. Yeah, the Godfather trilogy. Yeah, that one I gotta do that again, and I think New Jack was another one too. I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna talk to the guys, and I'm gonna see or anybody want to come on, and I'm gonna see if they want to do it and stuff. And I had like Back to the Future. I had like um, all that other stuff in the works, but I ended up pushing it back, which is my fault though. But it is what it is. Once upon a time, yeah, that's another one. Um, yeah, good. It's a lot of them. So that's what's basically been going on with me. So I when I get everything situated and stuff, and two, I gotta definitely and I definitely have to go to I got a doctor's appointment on next month and stuff, and I gotta you know tackle my anxiety too, because that's another thing, and all that stuff. I definitely gotta tackle that as well too. So I'm gonna try to get things going again, slowly but surely. But who knows? A lot of things could happen. You just never know. So I'm definitely going to. I am when I come back. I'm definitely coming back with a vengeance. Most definitely. So yeah, just bear with me for a little bit, and we'll just we'll see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe within the next month, I'll be back posting content or like doing rants and all that stuff. So yeah, yeah, man. It's you know. Then from what I'm hearing too, I'm seeing that Walmart um they're not putting out the new releases as much. I think they're downsizing once again. And that's another thing that kind of I mean, I've been to Walmart every single week lately, and that's another thing too. Like they haven't really like they haven't really stocked much of the stuff either, which I'm I'm not surprised it's Walmart. I will crush you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Maybe we need to maybe that should be my little thing too. Like maybe every time if I need motivation, maybe I need to watch that clip. We aren't going anywhere. Take all the time you need to get through what you're going through. I know you'll be back and forth. Nathan, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I built this. We built we built this channel, from the ground up for a reason, and we definitely gonna see this through. So yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but we'll get back. We'll definitely get back. So once I get a new job, then things will start to improve. And once the improvement comes, oh, that's it. That's a wrap. So, but yeah, I wanted to come on here and like tell you guys and like explain my absence and stuff. Um, so yeah, um, I could do the substance. That's no problem because I could yeah. Let me know when you want to do the substance. I could do it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be. I'm definitely gonna push. I'm definitely gonna get content out. But just yeah, bear with me for a little bit. Just bear with me. Yeah, we'll be back up and running pretty soon. So it's gonna take a little bit. But at the end of the day, I gotta focus on myself. I gotta get myself. Maybe I need to take a couple of days just to like sit back and observe and sit back and just be like, okay, I I need to fall back a little bit. I need to figure out what's more important. I know what's more important, but it's like, okay, now I need to figure out how can I retool everything and just circle back. So, yeah, I'll figure it out though. Now, as far as the whole TikTok is concerned, yeah, the channel is one big happy community. Yeah, I strongly agree, 110% Sam. That, sorry, Ray Sean, my bad. Yeah, definitely focus. Yeah, I definitely do. Uh, definitely do. That's the big thing. So that's the big thing that's coming. Yeah, focus on my health. That's definitely a must. So TikTok is overrated. Yeah, you should. Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah, I mean, you can make good money on them, but you just gotta be a big content creator, But hey, it is what it is, though. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna do both still, but I think I might just take a couple of days and just, think. Because I got an interview tomorrow, I got to focus on that. Then other things that I definitely got to do, focusing on that. So, I mean, shoot. Hey, well, we got it though. We got this. We'll definitely get it in the bag. So, um, but yeah, I wanted to come on here and explain my absence and just let you guys know that you know what's going on and stuff. So, um, I'm definitely gonna be doing more um, lives and stuff. I'm gonna slowly but surely get back to it, slowly but surely. So yes, I appreciate it, Nathan. I appreciate it. We're all in this together. Yes, I agree. So yeah, we're definitely in this together for sure. So I'm definitely gonna get back to it. It's gonna take a minute, but I will be back with full force. So it is what it is. So I'm going to get off. I am going to end this live right here. But thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Appreciate it as always. Shout out to everybody that has been here and stuff. And I appreciate it. Appreciate everything. So I will be back pretty soon, guys. So I will see you guys in the next live stream. Peace. That was good.